Welcome to Little Steps, Big Gains in episode 12 of our DIY OT Tools mini-series, Lasers. In this video, we're going to talk about different ways to use lasers to challenge your patient's balance, strength, and coordination. Now, while this isn't exactly a tool we are making for DIY, it is a tool we are going to repurpose. So here are a few ideas to get you started. Now, the first thing we think of is touching the target, right? And this can be a fantastic modality. First off, maybe in sitting, maybe at the edge of a mat, have them really do some pelvic rotation to reach for that target. Maybe just go ahead and put it way outside their base of support. When they're reaching outside the base of support, have them do something with the other arm. Maybe a bicep curl, maybe an overhead press. Make it multi-directional in all different planes. In sitting or standing, have them face a wall. And here you can once again put the targets outside their base of support. But if we are standing and that's too easy, put them on a balance pad. Maybe make it foam or air-based compliant surface. Maybe put a step stool in front of them where one foot is up and one foot is down. And now we're doing a modified single leg stance at the same time. Add another color. So if they see the green dot, they have to reach with their right hand. And if they see the red dot, they have to reach with their left hand. Add some weights, maybe wrist weights. Loop a TheraBand through their palm, and now they have to reach against TheraBand resistance. And of course, that once again can be in sitting or standing. Add some positional changes. So go ahead, this is so fun, shine the laser dot on their body. They have to look and find it, maybe it's on their right knee or their left foot, and bend down and touch that laser. Another really fun thing is if you have them facing a wall and standing, make the laser disappear. And now if they don't see it anywhere, they have to do a different exercise, like sit down and clap 3 times and stand back up and find it again. Really facilitate some visual scanning in there too. Another thing you could do is add other items. I love using our practice pantry, and there's a whole episode dedicated to the practice pantry. Check that out for all new ideas. But you can have them stand there, and you can also instead use bean bags or cones. Point your laser onto objects and have them locate it first off, retrieve that object. So maybe put it on a box of Triscuits. Grab that and then do something with it. Maybe it's walk to put it to a different surface. Maybe it's to bend down and do a great squat and put it on the floor or a lower shelf. If they're doing things like locating bean bags with lasers, which can be right in front on a table or all around the room, you can go ahead and have them do something with it. Maybe it's pass it under the leg and toss it, pass it around the back. Same thing with cones, cards. So go ahead and use that laser with all sorts of other objects as well. Now, what about instead of touching the target, you are sliding your hand either at that table or at that wall, sliding it to get to the target. Great idea. Put that hand, your patient's hand inside of a pillowcase, on a washcloth, on a towel. Use an arm skate to reach and slide to get to that target. And you can repeat the above ideas. If you are using that pillowcase or that towel, you can go ahead and put a weight inside of it or wrist weights. Reach against that TheraBand resistance. If you're using a towel, do a handoff. So reach, hand off with the other towel back and forth. Use different colors again. If you see the green dot, make sure you use your right hand. And if you see the red dot, use your left hand. Close your patient, have them close their eyes. And then as soon as they open them, quickly find that target. How many times can you do that in 10 seconds or so? And then once again, if they're visually scanning and they can't find the dot, they have to do an exercise, like turn around in a circle, stand up and down 3 times, clap 5 times. Those are some really fun ideas. To add some strength training, have your patient lay down and then get into a sitting position, reach for that target, lay down. Maybe do that with sit to stand. You're sitting, stand up, reach for that target, sit back down. I love doing quadruped exercises. So we're on our knees and our hands. And now once again, we're touching the target. Maybe we're gonna grab a cone and put it on the dot, on the target. Maybe there's a bunch of things like bean bags there. You have to find the bean bag that has the target and flip it. A few ideas for strength. Add some really great dynamic standing balance. So go ahead and point that laser on the ground and we have to step on it, come back, maybe hold that position, maybe add a lunge, maybe step and add a bicep curl or a different arm exercise back to center. Maybe only tap it with just the toe or part of the foot. We can slide it also. So standing on one leg, go ahead and put that laser in a different pattern and have them slide their foot, maybe their toe along that pattern. Great for balance. We can change that color scheme again. So once again, if you see that green dot, step with the left foot or touch it. If you see the red dot, once again, the right foot to mix that up. We can close our eyes and work on reaction. So open the eyes quickly, find it, tap it, come back to center. We can also keep our eyes straight ahead to work on our peripheral vision and find that target as well. When we have those really high level patients, we can incorporate walking with the laser. So we have to look around the gym to find the laser and maybe just go touch it. It could be really high up. It could be on the floor. Maybe it's pointing to objects and we have to find it, locate that object and bring it back. Maybe we're going to a destination like the practice pantry, and to get there we have to step on the dots along the way. So stop and hold for that duration, and that can be really difficult when you're doing crossover stepping, or even better is backwards walking, stepping on that laser. Maybe we're going to add arms to it. So when you step with the right foot, give me a left bicep curl. When you step with the left foot, give me a right bicep curl. Maybe use those two colors. Once again, if you see green, only step with your left foot. If you see red, only step with your right foot. Start, stop. Speed walking is so functional as well. We can also go ahead and walk down hallways with this. And not only are we visually scanning now, but go ahead and point your laser only on one letter on a sign or one number on, for example, a room number. And the individual needs to verbalize what exact number or letter that it's on. So we're walking and we're saying, oh, 6, W, 8. Really facilitating some functional movements. And finally, you can go ahead and give your patient a laser or a second laser. And now as you're kind of going along, they have to take their laser and they have to trace it all along. This can be really difficult with a wrist weight as well. Another thing, if an individual has something like a sensory ataxia, go ahead and put your laser or a dot on the wall. They have to take their laser and try to kind of go ahead and line up that dot to where it is with their eyes closed, open, and see how far off they were. And those are just a few ideas to get you started with lasers. If you enjoyed this video, please press that like button right below. Please subscribe and share. These are all free resources for others. I have a link to Patreon below to support this channel. Now, if you have other ideas that you are using or can use with lasers, comment below, share. We're all about collaborating. I'm also linking a handout to share these ideas. Check out other videos in this series, DIY OT tools, collaborate with me, free resources. I have other educational videos, especially for individuals with Parkinson's disease or ataxia. Also free home exercise programs when you're wondering, what can I do with my patient outside of my sessions, or what can I prescribe to my patients when they leave my care to help them maintain their progress. These are things like TheraBand, using a broom, using household objects, in sitting and standing to get that patient to maintain their progress. These are all free because as occupational therapists, we're in this together.